Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
Day 14, October 30th. We've got another one of those kind of weird days today where the wind is going to switch halfway through the afternoon hunt. I think it's set to switch around 5 o'clock, and it's probably around 3 o'clock right now. And normally, if you were going into a tree stand, you'd have to wait until the wind switched in order to go in. So we're going to go into one of the redneck blinds this evening. Those, like I've said in the past, do a really good job of containing my odor, our odor, and with the ozonics running and one window open, we can get away with quite a bit in those blinds, even when that wind is switching. It's supposed to be coming out of the north. In fact, I'm starting to see these leaves are coming now from north to south, so maybe it's switching early, or else it's just swirling still. But we're supposed to get rain as well, light rain this afternoon, 60-some% chance of that, and it is about 60 degrees out. So we've got a few things working against us here. Not to say that a little bit of rain is a bad thing, but 60 degrees is a little bit warm, although it is overcast. But the exciting thing about this spot that we're going to, a couple things. It's one of my favorite spots on the whole farm. I've hunted here a lot, and I've killed a bunch of deer here. Our whole family has killed a lot of deer out of this spot. Bucks, mostly bucks, a lot of does. Don't have any trail camera pictures of a specific buck that I'm going after in this spot this evening. During the summer though, in mid-August, I filmed a really good 10-pointer from this blind, and I haven't been able to pick up any pictures of that deer since. So I had some really nice velvet pictures of a very nice looking 10-pointer that I think was probably a mature buck. So we might get lucky and see that deer. But there's also this bonus deer that we're gonna be looking for tonight. And this one is, last year Drake and I hunted this blind on the 22nd of December, and this doe came out. And I don't know if you remember my video blogs from last year. If you watched them, there was one with the tongue that hung out like a lazy tongue. So we're gonna call this doe the lazy tongue doe. Well, she gave me about a 40-yard shot last year, and for some reason I didn't take it. She's back on trail cameras this year. So I've got the lazy tongue doe back in the same area again, 2 years in a row. And if that's not enough to get you fired up, I don't know what is. Boy, that wind is coming pretty good now. So anyway, we've got a target doe, if nothing else. And I'm always trying to take does anyway, so it'd be kind of fun to have one specific one that I'm going after. So we're looking for the lazy tongue doe and any bonus buck that might show up before this evening's over. I do like this. All of a sudden now we got this pretty strong wind out of the north. It feels a lot better. So we're gonna go get in the blind, and you never know what can happen. This could be that spot where we find that surprise buck, or kill a doe with the tongue that hangs out of her mouth. Either way, it's all good. Necessarily for age, probably the spurs for age, but just for, they have long-tail feather contests in a lot of parts of Iowa and all over the Midwest for pheasants, just for fun. Sometimes they do. I mean, I'd say at least 50% of the time they come through and right in front. The other time they'll cut right through there. And then you can see them. I mean, if you look out this window, they go through about 40 yards away. We've had some. Look at that. The pheasant's going to run right at him.
He's getting territorial.
Yeah.
He's like, hey now.
That's comical. Where are you?
I got it.
Where's he going?
To our right.
Is he coming towards us or just going into the grass?
Looks like he's coming this way, sort of. I can't see her right now.
You can't see her.
No, I can't.
You got her.
Yeah. Just don't shave my face off the string.
Yeah, I'm more worried about that viewfinder. All right, here we go. You want her?
Yeah. I think you smoked her.
Was that a good hit?
Yeah. It looked like it.
That was out the back window of the blind. It's a little bit trickier because the back window is really small, but she was feeding across behind the blind, and Quentin docked me into it, so hopefully we got it on camera. There's a little buck on the other end of this field, so I'm going to go ahead and get this closed, and we'll go back to hunting again. Probably the way I ran out of there. Yeah, there's another one just popped out. Oh no, that's what it is. They were acting all goofy. It's because they're just playing. I thought it was a buck chasing a doe when I saw that kind of movement back in there. It's getting dark real quick this evening. We got this heavy overcast. So I'm going to get my closing interview started a little bit sooner than I might most nights. We probably have about 45 minutes of legal shooting time left, but probably only about 30 minutes of decent camera light. We've been seeing, a decent number of deer out the front and back of the blind. Just deer moving, generally just cruising through. 2 bucks, one of them we saw was, looked a little bit more mature. He was at least a 3-year-old. And I guess 3 bucks. There was one little small forkhorn or spike, whatever it was, making a scrape, and then a nice little 2-year-old cut across on the other end of that part of the field. Had a little excitement with shooting a doe out the back window. I'd never done that before. That was actually interesting to see that we were able to pull that off and get that window open with that doe only 20 yards away. I'm not going to wrap up just yet. I think we're going to have some more action before we're done, but I think we're waiting right now on the weather. I mean, these 60-degree days, they aren't terrible, but I think if we had these 40-degree days, like we're getting in the forecast, coming up. That's going to help us out. But I'm not going to hunt tomorrow morning. It just doesn't work out for Quentin and I to get out in the field tomorrow morning. So it'll be tomorrow evening again before I'm back out in the tree stand or in the blind. I'm going to start making. Heard something down there. I'm going to start making my way towards some of the better spots now. I do think that the time is right. There's no sense in waiting much longer. Whatever else comes out this evening, we'll show it to you. Otherwise, check back again tomorrow evening, and things are starting to get kicking. It's just every day is just going to keep getting better now. It's a pretty good buck.
Yeah. He's bigger than I thought at first. He'd come to a grunt call big time. I need to see him better.
Are you still filming him?
Yeah.
He doesn't look very big from the side.